Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one and only Members Only.
And this is your boy Breaking News.
And this is So Soft With It Podcast.
So glad that I'm old-fashioned now. Deep everything people doing.
What's up, YouTube? We are back, man, on the So Soft With It Podcast. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. And now that you are here and you listening to the sound of my voice, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to South With It ENT. And if you want to catch us each and every week, be sure to hit that bell so you can get a notification each time we go up.
For sure. Also, make sure you go and like and follow our page on Facebook. That's at South With It Entertainment and Productions. Also, make sure you follow our page on Instagram. That's at South With It.
How you doing tonight, man?
Great, man. About yourself.
Doing pretty good, man. Happy to be here. Happy to be alive. Man, I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. This is the very 7th episode of the So South With It Podcast. And without a further ado, we're going to be jumping right into it. You ready to get this started?
For sure.
Let's do it. Topic number 1 coming up coming up next. All right. So I'll take us in. What's your take on marriage, and when do you feel is the right time for it? What's your take on marriage, and when do you feel is the right time for it? How you feeling about it?
When you asked this already?
It was something related to that, but it wasn't that exact question.
Okay. Well, my take on marriage is a contractual bind between two people, creating you, basically putting you into one entity. My take on it is I don't necessarily hate marriage. I just don't agree with it in certain instances. Just as far as like having to pay that part right there. But I mean, it's kind of like a LLC. You got to pay for a LLC in order to get into it. That further should let you know that marriage is not just something personal. It's a business type of agreement. Since we've gotten to know each other, we have indulged on love for the longest. So now that we feel like we're ready to take it to the next level, we now have to start discussing business. So that's definitely my take on it. I feel like we just gotta understand marriage, understand what we're getting ourselves into, and make sure that we're marrying the right person. I just now as far as when is the right time to get married, I think I may have answered it, but just in case I didn't, right time is when you both are ready, not when one of you are ready. When you both are ready. I feel like two people should definitely be they should be having a sit down conversation about marriage. Not that we have to get married right now, but if we know that we're on serious terms right now, let's talk about a hypothetical. Let's talk about how we would handle it together. Let's talk about, let's see where our heads are with marriage if we're serious about each other like that. Let's see how we'll take on the business together. And once we have all of that, once we've had that discussion and we know how we'll handle it, we could just let that shit happen naturally then, because we both know how we will handle it, and which will show that we're ready to take on that responsibility. It just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
But we know when the time come, we definitely ready.
Okay.
So that's my take on it.
I was just about to not necessarily cut in, but I was just finna add in, because a lot of what you just said, it's like I'm gonna pretty much say the same thing, because it's like because marriage it is something that it's something that gets thought about from love, from being in love for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then it actually, like you said, when it comes down to the paperwork, for marriage to get down, it's like you got to discuss the business. You got to get down to, okay, I bring this to the table, you bring this to the table. You know what I'm saying? How can we move as a unit to build this foundation that, you know what I'm saying, we're looking to do in this marriage, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no more boyfriend, girlfriend, it's husband and wife. It's time to build, it's time to really make some moves, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if that's definitely need to be discussed, because if you're just going into a marriage completely off of love, your expectations is gonna be it's gonna have it's like you're gonna set unexpected expectations. Like the expectations that you're setting for someone, to them, they didn't even expect it. So, but naturally she or he expected it. You know what I'm saying? Just because that y'all became one in a marriage or something like that. But it's like the communication is what's gonna make it seem as if, okay, I know for a fact this person right here is the person that I want to marry, because we communicated about marriage. We talked about how it's gonna be when we get married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We discussed everything. We got down to the bottom, the nitty gritty. So therefore, it ain't no room for, but we said, but I thought you said. You know what I'm saying? So marriage is definitely not something to play with. You definitely need to be on your shit with that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are afraid of marriages these days. They saying they don't want to get married and all this other stuff. I don't feel like you necessarily have to be afraid of getting married. I just feel like you just need to know what you're getting yourself into. Pretty much like you said. You need to know what you're getting yourself into, know what it is that you're trying to do inside of this marriage other than being in love. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? We just need to communicate and just make sure we moving as one. You know, it ain't no, you know what I'm saying, wishy-washy, ain't no the other person moving funny or anything like that. You know, don't bring no one inside of the marriage to destroy it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things with it. What's my take on it? I know I used to look at marriage like love, like growing up. I used to look at it like, you know, how it was in Disney, the prince and the princess. You know what I'm saying? They run off and happily ever after. But as I got older, I hear about all these divorce rates being high and all this other little stuff. I just started doing a lot of thinking, just started putting two and two together. And it was just like, you know what? Maybe a lot of people are getting married and don't really know what it really is. A lot of people get married because they're so in love. But if people are in love, and love not supposed to necessarily cost a thing, and you know what I'm saying, we shouldn't have to sign no documents to be in love with each other. Why is it that we have to sign documents? Why is it that we got to pay for marriage license and all this other stuff? So it's like, obviously we're missing something, you know. So, and I feel like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they got married just off of, you know, off of the heat of the moment, probably. Like, you know, probably was really in love, the man got down that knee with somebody he was waiting on to pop the question, you know, and you jumped into it. And, you know, and y'all had y'all 4, 5 years, 16 years, 13 years, however long it was, and got down to that part where it was like, man, I'm not even in love with him no more. So you know what? I want the divorce. And it's like, dang, we only getting divorced because we feel like we don't love that person no more. But was that the whole reason why we got married to this person in the first place? Obviously it was, if that's what took you to get this divorce.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like we shouldn't just get married just for love. We should definitely look to the business side of it too, because it is a business at the end of the day.
Yeah. If you don't plan on doing no business, just don't get married. Just
Right.
stay in love forever.
Stay in love.
Or let's say, for example, DMX lover, she couldn't get anything because they wasn't married. Now, they didn't necessarily have to get married. He could have just signed some paperwork
Yeah.
for her to get a certain amount of his shit.
Right.
For her to, you know, be a part of his will, things of that. He didn't have to get married to do that shit.
True.
So that's the type of shit I be on. If this person is as important to me as I say they are in my life, why can't I sign a power of attorney?
Yeah.
If it sign a power of attorney, or put them in my will, or put them in my estate and shit like that.
Yeah.
For them to get something if something was to ever happen to me.
Being that you brought that up, that kind of like threw like a little light bulb in my head. I was like, damn, like what if people like built marriages off of that versus from just going to, not to just say it's all bad, but instead of just going to the how the white man put it for us to do it and create your own system up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's
you know what? Instead of doing it how the traditional marriage is, how about we create our own marriage and we have our own contract, we sign our own, like we basically set up our own marriage versus from how they set it up for us to get married. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, that's kind of different. I never even thought about some shit like that.
All that shit take is paperwork, just like a marriage. It's just all paperwork.
Right.
Why not just create a contract? Why not just create on some paperwork myself? I mean, we can do it anyway.
Yeah.
That's just like with the podcast.
Yeah.
Niggas got to sign contract to come up here.
Yeah.
You feel me? So what's the difference? It's all business.
It makes sense.
So
That was it. It definitely makes sense. I never even thought about that shit before. That's why I was like, damn. When you said that, it was like, dang, that's a good idea. It's very optimistic too. Like,
yeah, and it can work.
yeah. So you got anything else you want to add on that?
Gucci, man.
All good. Hey man, that was topic number 1. What's y'all take on marriage? When do y'all feel is the right time to get married? You know what I mean? Leave y'all comments in the comment section down below. And up next, we got the video of the day. So y'all stay tuned and we'll be right back after this. All right, man, we are back. And up next, we got the video of the day. So, video of the day. So I just want to give, I guess, a small brief story on this. So, basically, this is a situation. So it was a situation where 2 guys was on a bridge, and I guess they was having an altercation or something like that. You're not finna get the full story, but you finna get the ending of it. So I guess they was having an altercation on the bridge. One of the guys had a bike. The guy threw the bike over the bridge, and they just had an altercation. So we just gonna jump into this video, and I'm gonna also rewind it for you guys as well. So I know you're not gonna catch it on the first go round, but we finna jump into this video.
I think I seen that video before. If this the one.
Time. That way you can kind of catch the beginning. Slow mo. Like he tipping the dude over.
Mm-hmm.
On the ground right now. Get the on the ground. On the ground.
He just threw my bike
X-ray
on the
6-7
bridge, dog.
Central.
Fuck that, dog. I'm sitting
On the
down,
ground.
man. I'm finna sit down.
Main Street Bridge.
I
I just
ain't
got a
doing
male
nothing
throw
to this
another
man.
male over the bridge. I got one at gunpoint.
He just jumped over the bridge.
And then the homie,
On the
he
ground.
was like,
Get on your belly right now. Get on your belly right now. Get on your belly right now. On your belly right now.
This nigga just threw something in the wall. Stupid ass dude. He knew he had something on him.
Put in your hey, get my witnesses. Hey, y'all my witnesses, right? Hey, sir. I want the chubby boy across the street, man. He's seen the whole
X-ray
thing.
6-7 Central.
You got me, sir. I ain't going nowhere.
I
ain't
got
going
110-12.
nowhere,
sir. He trying to act all nice now.
He's swimming.
I ain't going nowhere, sir.
look, listen. Some more officers gonna walk
He
up.
insulted my property. I felt threatened, sir.
You just threw a male over the bridge.
He jumped over the bridge.
I
Where my
watched
bike?
you. I'm right here.
Where my bike at? Hey, tell me, bro. Hey, explain this dog. Cause I was just going across the way, dog. What the
Yeah, he's
Yes,
cuffed.
sir. I'm handcuffed.
He just threw that dude over the bridge, bro.
No, I did not. I'm not even that
It's on
strong,
camera.
dog. Please, I want you to have no camera, cause he just assaulted me, dog. He ain't do shit.
And then when I came up,
somebody.
he's gonna get charged with destruction of evidence too, because he just threw a bunch of water as soon as I told
But
him.
what you charging them with, dog?
I'm
'Cause
charged.
they to me the whole
I'm
time.
gonna charge you with attempted murder.
They was assaulting me. You better ask that nigga. Hey, excuse me, sir. In front of me, while you're not talking to one, can you please ask the witness across the street what happened?
This guy's still good. He's over here.
So, yeah, man, like it was definitely like some real shit there, cause I guess like how the story broke down, like I guess the black guy, he threw a guy over the bridge. The guy he threw over the bridge threw his bike over the bridge. So it's like he was I get what he's saying. He was defending himself, like, you know, bro, he threw my bike over the bridge, like, but this ain't the same. Like, you could have literally killed this man. And then it's crazy because when he got caught, he was still like, man, he jumped over the bridge. Like, he jumped over the bridge. You knew he was scared. Like, and then it was just crazy, bro. Like, it was the timing of all of that was just so crazy, because the fact that bro threw his bike over the bridge, bro got mad and was like, all right, bet. You want to throw my shit over the bridge? I'm going to throw your ass over the bridge. What's like a black person in their head would think of if like they was watching a movie and some shit happened by a bridge, nigga be like, man, I've been threw his ass over the bridge. You know what I'm saying? So in that reality moment, he actually threw him over the bridge, but it just so happened a police officer pulled up right at that moment where you did that shit.
Yeah.
You gone. You know you gone.
Yeah, you did it right in front of the police.
Right in front of the police, bro. Like,
yeah, you can't justify throwing somebody over the bridge because they threw your bike over the bridge. You can't first of all harm somebody over property.
Can't.
You can't. I mean, it depends. It differs in certain states when somebody steps onto your property, but for property, no, you can't kill somebody over property. If they stealing your shit, if they don't stop when you got them, then you gotta let them go and you gotta file a police report. Your shit gone. You can't shoot them. You can't do none of that. He just said, "Oh no, he finna get that boy for attempted murder." Because he could have easily drowned.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't know, bro know how to swim or not.
Yeah, that was some real shit right there.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add on that?
Decoying, boy. He could have easily called the police. They could have seen that he threw his bike in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Then he could have pressed charges or something. Something.
Yeah.
You feel me? He would have got justice. But you ain't gonna get justice. That's how it be with certain people. And I'm not just gonna say black people, because white people and any other nationality, they could lash out too, depending on what they're going through.
Yeah, true.
But just black folks in general, we tend to be ticking time bombs when somebody try us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it's crazy. It had to been a little pride match, and he budgeted threw his bike over there. So, bro had to show him he was bigger than him for doing that. Like, oh, you bad for throwing my bike? Okay, I'm gonna throw you over there.
Yeah.
That probably what triggered him to throw him over there, because he threw his bike off of us. So, yeah, you going with.
Yeah. That come back to what you said. It's like we like ticking time bomb. It's like black people, we got I wish a nigga would stamped in the middle in the back of our head.
That syndrome, yeah.
Yeah. Like we it's like every black man wish a nigga would. But of course we don't want nobody to do that shit. But yeah, we wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah. Yeah, it be like that.
Yeah. So that was video of the day, man. What do you guys feel about that video? How do you guys feel about that video? Would you guys have been and did the same thing? What would you guys have done? Leave y'all comments in the comment section down below. Up next, we got topic number 2. So you guys stay tuned and we'll be right back after this. All right, guys, we are back. And up next, we got topic number 2 coming up.
All right, you got a little small one on us. Oh, this is a spicy one. What's your take on lending people money? Boy, we about to have a field day in here, boy.
Damn, boy, that shit crazy.
Field day.
So what's my take on people? What's my take on lending money, man? It's I know I got a good bit of people, a good bit of history of people that done asked me for some money, and I done thought of so many different ways of asking them in the most sarcastic, funniest, rudest way possible for my money back, because they still owe me to this day. But I'm so much of an ungreedy person, and I'm not so much of like a hothead when it come down to the dollar, to the point where I ain't got necessarily, or I don't feel like I just need to be on that person's ass so much, but I know that I can be. It's just, I guess that's energy that I feel like I gotta burn just to be like, hey man, where my money at? Hey man, where my money at? Hey man, where my money at? So it's like, man, I guess I just look at it like, bro, like, you just gotta come up with a new system. Like, you just got to. So now, when it come down to lending money, I be damn near be like, man, you know what? I'm finna start treating these niggas like the bank. Yeah. Nigga, we finna start signing some paperwork. Because the last bet I done made was basically with this Celtics game. And I'm still waiting on the other half of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but, and there's other money that's out there too. But that's just the most recent money that I know that's owed to me that I still ain't got yet. So, you know what I mean? So, and I know he gonna be watching this, so I know, I still need that 25, man. But yeah, man, like, it's to the point now where if a nigga needs some money, bro, we finna sign some paperwork. Like, I'm finna put you on some type of time scale. Like, I ain't the nigga to be like, okay, if I give you money today, I need it back tomorrow. No. If I give you money today, I need it back next week. No. If I give you some money, I at least expect it within about a month, for real. At least about a month. Nah, cause I ain't that big on it. You feel me? I'm like I ain't tripping. Cause first of all, if somebody owe me some money, okay, I guess it depends. Because I let a nigga borrow like hundreds of dollars sometimes. So if I let a nigga borrow hundreds of dollars, yeah, I'm looking for that shit back within about a week, for real. Nah, like $25, $50, $70, shit like that. It's like, okay, you know, yeah, I'll probably go like a week, you know what I'm saying, about a month, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you a little time to get it back. But it's to the point where it's like when you let a person borrow money, it's like then don't let you be a genuine person that they done borrowed the money from, because they're gonna feel like you so genuine and you so cool that you ain't even gonna never trip. And I know if he do start tripping, I know he tripping for a reason. That's what the person that's borrowing got in their head. But as soon as you ask a little bit amount of times to where that person feel like, okay, this nigga asked me a lot, they come up with some type of excuse like, man, I ain't got it right now, or like, man, you know what I'm saying, man, I had to pay for such and such and all this little stuff. And it's just like, okay, I could be technical here and start calling out shit that I know for a fact this person gonna do. Because 9 times out of 10, if a person coming to borrow money from me, I already know kind of a little bit how you living. You know, I don't know your everyday moves, but I know a little bit of how you living. You know what I'm saying? I know you like to go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? You don't cook every day. You know, you'll pop up at, you know, McDonald's. You'll probably go get some wings, some shit like that. And shit like that add up. You know, and that'd be the little shit that I think about. That'd be the little shit that really hit me the hardest, the most. Cause I'd be like, damn, bro. Like, and I understand like the whole, man, I had to eat situation. Yeah, you right. You had to eat. But that meal finna last you just for tonight. About a hot hour. And then what you gonna do when you get hungry again? Spend some more money. Guess what? That add up. That's the shit that hurt me. So I be like, damn. So far as how I feel about people taking, how I feel on people loaning money, I don't mind it. I just want to do it with people who's really serious about paying me my money back. Because when I give out my money, I be serious about getting my money back. I'm not as serious like, nigga, I'm going to come slap the shit out your ass about my money, but I'm serious to the point where I would really like tell your ass straight the fuck up no. And you could be going through the most serious shit. And I'm be like, no. Because I'm like, it's to the point now where you really been disrespecting me by not even being considerate to even think about the dollar that you owe me, to even let me know, bro, I know I still owe you, but I'ma still get you straight. I haven't forgot about you. Like even little shit like that, bro. Like that shit that genuine niggas be looking for. That little small consideration. And you giving me that, nigga, we straight. But if you ain't checking in with me and doing none of that, yeah, I'm definitely having a problem with you. I'm definitely building up a bottle with you. So when it come down to anything, when you talking about some money or some shit, I'm finna think of anything sarcastic to throw at you for you to feel my energy about you owing me some money. Like, shit, man, I'm thinking about getting me some wings, goddamn. Hell yeah, shit, you might well order 2 plates. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got me right, you know what I'm saying? You put that towards $20 you owe me, right? That be about what? Take about $8 off of that. Oh yeah, that mean about $12. Yup. That sound cool? That sound cool? Like, shit, I'm like, I can make it work all type of way, just long as I get me back. That's it.
They hate that though.
For sure.
A nigga who owe you money hate when you have that leverage over them to start throwing out suggestions as to what they should do with their money.
Yeah.
Not the money that they owe you, but
they money. You can take us in, man.
Niggas be having the audacity, but yeah, I'm to a point now, man. I've lended out so much money, and it don't matter. I would still lend out money if I love you genuinely. I would still lend out money. I would just probably be a little bit more firm on my rules when it come to it.
Yeah.
Because I know people out here need help, and if you a loved one of mine, I'ma look out if I know that it's genuine and you really need that help, and you have nowhere else to go. Cause first off, I'm no ATM. You feel me? And you know, some of these people, they ain't even got no damn pen. They just think they could just come with their hand out and like just spit it out. You feel me?
Niggas said they ain't got no pen.
They ain't got no pen. Meaning no permission to get in that shit. They just come.
Yeah.
Just expect you to give it to them. But that's only some certain ones. I feel like those are the real comfortable ones. But I'm now to a point where don't ask me for no money if you don't plan on giving it back. If you plan on asking me for money because you just need some money, don't try to butter me up, making it seem like you're gonna pay me back as soon as you can, or ASAP, or next week, or the next 2 days. No. You feel me? I just got a good feeling that when you give me an estimated time, it's not definite. So it's a good chance that you're gonna have an excuse ready for me when that time comes. Because one thing about me, when you give me an estimated time, best believe I got that estimated time in my head, and I'm gonna hit you up.
Most definitely.
I'm gonna hit you up, cause being that you didn't provide me an exact date, I'm gonna hit you up every chance I get throughout that window that you gave me. So if you say in the next 2 days, I'm gonna be seeing about you in the next 2 days. You feel me? So you ain't give me no definite time. That's just like it even got to a point I have to handle adults like that. I had a female adult come and ask me for some money. I'm just leave it at female adult. Came and asked me for some money. And when I say female adult, she was older than me. And she was like, well, I ain't gonna say female adult, but someone older. She asked me for some money, and I'm like, look, are you asking me for some money to have, or are you planning on giving me my money back? Cause I just rather just be honest right here. I don't mind helping, but don't tell me that you want to borrow something, but you don't know when you're gonna pay me back. Man, her I read it was like, okay, Zay, I just need some. I don't know exactly on when I'm gonna pay you. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, let's just say that then. You know, let's just leave it at that, and I still look out for you. She still ain't paid me back, but that's what I was expecting.
That's the real shit that you want, though.
Be real with me and tell me that you just need some help, like you just need some money.
Right.
But don't try the people be trying to butter you up and tell you some sweet ass shit that make you feel more comfortable with going in your pocket.
Right.
Because the initial answer, the initial question is already going to send off sirens in your head like, nigga asking me for money. You feel me? You asking me for money. So now when you ask me for money, an eyebrow going up like, okay, what you want this money for? So in order for them to feel like, regardless of whatever they need the money for, they don't want you to worry about that. Just know that they gonna get it back to you though as soon as they can. So it kind of throws you off from not focusing on what this money for, but the simple fact that they just need it because they gonna get it right back to you.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it just be like, okay, as long as I know it's coming right back to me, I don't even care, man. I just know you need it. So you will help them out, man. But your ass will never hear back. You'll never hear back from them. So it's like, yeah, I get to a point now where I be like, damn, bro, it's just paper. It's man-made money. But we have to live off of this.
Yeah.
We have to survive off of this. And if I'm going in my pocket to help you because you're in a vulnerable position, because you're asking me for money, that means you can't, at this point, you can't handle yourself. You can't take care of yourself at this moment. You need some help. So if I'm giving you some money, you need to be as considerate as I am when I went in my motherfucking pocket to get you this. However much you ask for. I didn't have a problem with going in my pocket and making a withdrawal.
Right.
As quick as I made this withdrawal, nigga, you need to be making that deposit as quickly.
That shit's so funny.
You feel me? As soon as payday come around for me to get my money back, nigga, I need to be getting that notification. You feel me? That notification that so-and-so just dropped this into your account.
It's like, it's so crazy how you just broke that down, because it made me think, it's like people be like, I need my check on time, but I'm going to pay that bill the last day before my shit get cut off.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's like they can't pay the shit back on time. No, I don't want to pay it back on time. Let me pay it back when I'm ready. And damn, I'm going to wait till the very last moment, because that's when I'm going to feel like, you know what? I had no more time to wait to pay this. So I got to pay it now.
Yeah.
It's like I want to spend my money on everything else that I want first before I take care of this right here.
Oh, I can't stand that, boy. I can't stand when I see a nigga that owe me money spending money.
Yeah.
What, nigga? That's my money you spending.
That's what I was saying. Like when niggas be like you know how niggas live. Like you know how you know that niggas
you gotta be fresh.
Yeah, you know this shit. Like you know that these niggas talking about, especially when you don't let the nigga call you when he owe you some money or some shit, and you fuck around and hit this nigga in the background, probably talking to his people or something like that. And they talking about going out somewhere. Oh yeah, bro. The Dolph concert probably going on. Oh yeah.
Talking about going in on something.
Yeah, going in on something or something like that. Look. The first thing I think about is shit. Hey, that mean you can get me up out of there, can't it?
If it
like I know that sound like you get. Oh, bro, look. Okay, look. If the play come through, then I got you. What? You got me now. What you mean if the play come through? So what if the play don't come through? Then what? Now I gotta sit over here and wait.
Niggas take your kindness for a weakness.
And then look, check this out. This is even to get more deeper. The person that need the money, they probably need the money for a good reason, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, I just need some food in my refrigerator or something like that. I promise I'll pay you back as soon as I get it, whatever like that. They tell you a good story, that way you can go in your pocket and give it to them. Let's say when you just so happen to genuinely just came and asked them for the money, they shot you a little quick little story to be like, man, I ain't got it right now, tight time, whatever like that. That your refrigerator ain't empty or some shit like that. It just felt like, oh, I know I borrowed the money from him. That mean he caked up. He got it. He straight. He ain't worried. He ain't missing this shit. How you know? You don't know what the fuck I'm going through.
Niggas ain't thinking about your sacrifice. They only think about your sacrifice in order to give them money. But they ain't thinking about what you missing out on, what you taking away from.
Right.
You feel me? They not thinking about that shit like, damn, bro, I know this shit probably an inconvenience for bro. Let me try to, he went out his way for me.
Right.
You feel me? So it's just like what you said. It's like, nigga, I guess niggas look at it like, if he got it to give it to me, he must be good. Mm-hmm. And it's like, niggas real deal will take your kindness for a weakness. They real deal. If they feel like you a nice person, they will literally pay you. They will literally not pay you if you don't say nothing about it.
Right.
Man, nigga.
Crazy.
They will literally not say nothing. And I'm hip to that. Bro, that's why I be on it. I don't care, bro. I'm to a point, I don't care about making people feel uncomfortable. Bro, I see why these major corporations and banks and lenders and all of this shit, I see why they do what they do.
Yeah.
We out here lending money. We doing the same shit the banks doing.
Yeah.
We lending money off our hearts because we expect these motherfuckers to pay us our money back. But see, these niggas by business.
Yeah.
They already know what the shit we going through. They already know the possibility.
That shit funny as hell.
They like, no,
they already knew what was up.
We already know you niggas. We already know you niggas. Sign this paperwork. We know you gonna bullshit. We already know you focused on the wrong shit. You ain't focused on paying your bills. So guess what? We got you on the back end. So when you don't pay this, as a matter of fact, first thing, we gonna make this automatic payments.
Hell yeah.
Automatic payments.
Fact, let me get your card number.
Yeah. So look,
the router number and account number.
So if this shit don't process, you getting hit with a motherfucking fee. If this shit don't process, you feel me? Let me tell you something else. So if I give you this loan, just in case you don't pay me back in time, we gonna add interest to this motherfucker. We gonna add interest because you signed this agreement on the time you gonna pay it, and you are not paying this hoe.
Oh, died over there, hoe, but this shit funny as fuck. This shit so funny.
Man, this shit crazy, bro. It's like, damn, I might as well learn from the system. It's like, I'm using my heart so much with you niggas, but it's crazy.
Yeah, they gonna break.
It's like the system. It's like the system already know how we gonna be.
They already knew, bro.
I mean, but you can already kind of see that the system kind of has control over our minds in a lot of ways. They already know you gonna be full of shit.
And then to make it even worse, they even gonna start pulling that credit down too.
Yes, bro. I'm like, bro, we gotta learn from the system, bro, because at the end of the day, these niggas are going to use us because they can't use the system.
Yeah.
The system ain't going for it. So I'm like, damn, bro, we just need to become a system ourselves.
For real, for real.
Man, just like you said, bro, niggas about to start signing contracts, bro.
They finna have to.
They finna start signing contracts.
That's gonna be the shit that niggas gonna feel like, oh, this a lame ass nigga. But guess what? Them white folk probably did the same shit.
Bro, they was definitely gonna,
They
bro,
definitely gonna put your
you
ass
bound, and some of these lenders bound to sue your ass.
Yeah, real shit.
And then on top of that, when they sue you, you gotta pay for their attorney fees.
Yeah.
You gonna have to pay for their attorney fees when you go when they suing your ass. So now you gotta pay for their whole little process of us. So now your debt is even bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, it just, man, it just really depends now. Like, it's people out here that really mess it up for the good people that really need genuine help.
True.
These people out here that take people kindness for a weakness, they mess it up for the real genuine people. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let that happen. That's why I say I still help. It's just now, it just depends on who you are and what I know you're going through.
Yeah.
If you just somebody that I don't even talk to like that on an everyday basis and you come asking me for money, nah, I ain't got it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hit you out with that, nah, I'm going through stuff myself, man. I'm in a bind myself.
Yeah.
You feel me? But if you ain't know somebody in the circle asking me for money,
Mm-hmm.
nah, I'm good. You people out here on the streets and shit, bro, I give them $1, $5.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something like that. Because I'm like, damn, bro, you out this whole hurting. You hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how you got in that position, right now, you are hungry.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I'm looking like just last night, I think. Just last night, I gave a guy who was in front of the store, I gave him $1. I gave him $1. I wanted to give him more, but I seen, somebody had gave him some money already. But even then, because I was thinking to myself, I'm seeing it in his face, like, you got to be in a real vulnerable, especially as a man, be in a real vulnerable position to have to ask every single person that comes through the door. You asking them for some money. You like, bro, it don't matter. Just give me something, man. I'm hungry. Just give me something to give me a burger or something.
Yeah.
That's how you know you really got it bad, nigga. You asking every single person. Then that's why I was like, it made me think to give him, because I almost didn't give his ass nothing because I seen somebody give him something. Because I was in the process of going in my pocket and I seen somebody else go in their pocket to give him something. But I'm like, damn, bro, that nigga probably still ain't got that much. So let me go ahead and add on to that, man. Like, I know that nigga probably really hungry. He was out there. I could see it in his face.
Mm-hmm.
See it in his eyes. Every time somebody turn them down, that shit gotta hurt your pride. Just a little bit. And I'm like, damn, bro. I would love to give a nigga about $500 to $1,000 or some shit like that. You feel me? If I know he's really looking to change his life, he just don't have no genuine help like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, well, bro, you ran into me. You feel me? Like, what can I do to help you get your life back on track? I ain't out this whole trying to save everybody, but it just so happened that the universe or just life just brought me into this situation where I noticed you going through what you're going through.
Yeah.
And because of the type of person I am, I want to do anything that I can do to help. If I know that you got into that position that you're in out of your fault. Like, it wasn't your fault that you got in that position. You just lost your job. Then you turned around, lost your house. Your family got kicked out. Your wife divorced you because now you ain't got no money, shit like that. Now you a bum out this hoe.
Yeah.
You feel? You may not even be doing no drugs. You just realize this hoe hurting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, shit like that, bro. Like, I wouldn't mind helping somebody and loaning money or giving money. But people that know you the most will take advantage of you. They will literally take your kindness for a weakness. And I'm on that shit now. I'm calling niggas out. Bro, I love calling niggas out. Especially when it come to my money.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, how you gonna catch an attitude?
Because
how
I'm
you gonna
asking.
question me? How you gonna go out here and spend money, buy weed, go out, go on vacation? How you gonna do all of that when you have a debt with me? You got a debt.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And then even with these white folks, they'll still try to straggle along as much as they possibly can until your ass getting them due date. Them damn letters in the mail, them email notifications, them text messages, them phone calls. Oh, that's me now. Yeah, I'm blowing your ass up. Hey man, shit. What we finna do today? Don't give me no update. You give me an update on what we finna do next. Oh, best believe I'm following up.
Yeah.
Cause I want my money. I want my money, so I ain't even got to worry about hounding you like this. But until you give me my money, I'm a hound dog today. Best believe I'm on your ass.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's how I feel about loaning people money. I have no problem loaning people money. In fact, I love loaning people, the right people, money, because I know it's gonna help them.
Yeah.
It's gonna benefit them. But the motherfuckers out here that got money in their pocket, bro, and they'll rather ask you for money. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, you just gotta watch out for them niggas.
Yeah, that be the motherfuckers you want to stay away from right there, for real. That be them greedy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So that was our take on topic number 2, man. How do you guys feel about loaning money? What do y'all take on loaning money? Leave all them comments in the comment section down below. And up next, man, we got the scenario question of the day following to the very first break as well. So you guys stay tuned and we'll be right back after this. All right, man, and we are back. And up next, we got the scenario question of the day. What you got, man?
All right, man. So would y'all rather... Now you got 2 crazy ass scenarios. It's either you get hit by a car. You don't see either one coming. You either get randomly hit by a car, but you survive, or you get randomly drugged underwater by an alligator or a crocodile, but it lets you go.
All right, man. And that was scenario question of the day. So we're going to jump into this very first break, and we'll be right back with them scenario answers, man.
What the fuck, man?
What?
Get your ass off the game.
Hold on, I can't pause it right now.
Okay.
Hey, man, what the fuck?
You heard what I said. Why you always lying to me?
Man, what the fuck you mean lying to you?
You act like you don't even know what you be doing.
Bro, you on that drunk shit, man. Give me my controller, bro.
Man, move!
Damn, man, what the fuck? You pushed me into the chair shit, man. What the fuck wrong with you?
Check it out, the prince has arrived now. Lift your head, there's no need to bow down. Got some things that's been on my mind. I got plenty of time to let that shit be known. Real ass brother, not too many of us left. Don't need designer on my belt for me to look nice, for me to be here, for me to hit my 2-step. All my niggas falling off, not too many crew left. Telling niggas right, but they decide to go left. Left-handed, but my right hand, man, to knock a nigga smooth out. Matter of fact, pull up at smooth house, pull them trees out. 2 or 3 and then we back out to my boo house. Strip her down and blow her back out.
What's up, YouTube? And we are back, man, on the So Soft With It podcast. Once again, I am Breaking News.
And this is the one and only Members Only.
And this is the So Soft With It podcast. And we fell off on that scenario question, man. Members Only gonna run that question one more time for you.
All right, man. Would you rather you're unaware of this, but would you rather get randomly hit by a car? You're gonna survive. Or would you randomly get pulled underwater by an alligator? It pull you down, but it let you go enough for you to get away. So which one would y'all choose? Either that alligator drag, or that random hit by a car. And you're gonna survive either one. But which one would you rather go through?
Honestly, I'm really leaning towards the car hit, cause that alligator drag gonna fuck with me. I'm a person that love water. Like, I'm a real big fan of it. That's like one of my happy places. But for like an alligator to drag, cause like he said, he gotta grab something. Your shirt, your shoulder, your arm, hell, boy. Picture if he got you by your fucking finger. Realistically though, but he gotta get something. He gotta drag your ass all the way down here to the bottom.
Well, I mean, you ain't gotta necessarily go to the bottom, but he gonna drag you.
He
down
dragging you
bit.
far enough. Dragging you far enough.
Drag
That's
you
the
down
thing.
a little bit, yeah.
So instantly off gate, soon as you get to the top, you getting out that water. You not getting back in the water. You not thinking about getting back in no water. Yeah, gonna swim in a swimming pool, a regular ass swimming pool that's in your backyard. Goddamn, you probably gonna be paranoid about that for a little while. But all in all, you not getting back in no river. You not getting back in no lake. An alligator drag you down to the water. You not thinking about swimming again. So that's gonna fuck with me. So, and that's like the same thing with a car. You get hit. It's like you get hit by a car. You may be paranoid about cars, but it ain't gonna stop you from getting in one. Cause guess what? You gotta drive somewhere. You gotta get somewhere the next day. All this little shit. You know what I'm saying? So you may not necessarily drive, or you may watch where you probably be at or some shit like that. So yeah, I think I'll probably take that car hit. Like, and then the impact it'll be more faster versus from the alligator drag. I'm going through that. Like, he ain't just dragging me. I get down there in 1 second and he let me go and it's all over and done. I'm going through this shit. Like, this probably gonna feel like a 20 seconds, 30 seconds or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But that car hit just gonna be instant. The most pain, the longest that I'm gonna be dealing with is just the pain of it. That's it. The pain, the scare of my body probably being in shock. I can't move. You know what I'm saying? Something probably broke, anything like that. You know, it's like that's like, I mean, it's like you got a bigger chance of your body being damaged by taking that car hit for sure. Like, you probably gonna have a broken leg, broken knee, broken something. Something is broken from this car hit for sure.
Yeah.
But this alligator grab, you could just get an alligator bite. You know what I'm saying? You could just get drugged by your collar. You can lose a little flesh or something like that going down. So it's like you'll just kind of just have to get over the trauma of the alligator, you know, or just get over the trauma of something almost drowning you, or you feeling like you almost lost your life or something like that. So, and I guess after breaking all that shit down, now it got me leaning more towards this alligator. And I'm like, shit. I probably, realistically, bro, yeah, I'd probably take that car hit, realistically. Because I probably wouldn't want to deal with that alligator getting drugged. That shit'll really fuck with me, for real.
That shit scare the shit out you.
Yeah.
All right, well, shit, yeah, I'd probably take that car hit. Shit, yeah, I definitely take that car hit because it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. More than likely, you're going to black out. If your ass still woke after you get hit, oh, your ass really going through it. But I still go through that other than going through getting drugged underwater by an alligator. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't love reptiles, but I'm definitely fascinated by animals in general, especially reptiles. I love snakes and crocodiles and shit. But I wouldn't buy them, though. I would go to the zoo and visit them or some shit, but other than that, nah. I ain't getting too close. That's out of my natural habitat.
Yeah.
I'm on their food chain, goddamn. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely take that car hit. I feel like it'll be quicker, and only thing I have to deal with is waking up dealing with like, damn, I got hit by something. Somebody say, oh, you got hit by a car. I mean, I wouldn't really know for real.
Yeah.
Cause more than likely I got knocked out. But even if I did though, it's some people that get hit by cars and they ass still be woke.
Yeah.
So
sitting on the side of the
you
street.
feel him on the side of the street. Yeah, they had going through it, but aching out that hole. But yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Oh, good. So, what would you guys do, man? Would you guys take that alligator drag down to the bottom of the lake, you know? Or would you guys take that hit by that car? Leave all of them comments in the comment section down below. Up next, we're going to be jumping to the very third topic, so you guys stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this. All right, man. Got another skinny one here.
That be long.
Oh, it's actually short. It's long. It's extra paper.
Okay.
What is growth to you? What is growth to you? I guess I could take us in. Growth. Growth can be a lot of things. It can be physical growth, mental growth, spiritual growth, financial growth. Whatever, I guess I would say, like the question said, what is growth to you? So what is growth to me? I would say probably positive learnings. Intellectual learnings, things that help you become more knowledgeable about things. I would say surrounding yourself by people who can make you more elevated. Getting out of the comfort zones that you are, I guess, currently in. Not to say that your comfort zones are bad places to be, but you know how people say, you know what I'm saying, you don't never want to get too comfortable. You know what I mean? You always want to try to expand. You always want to try to do more or something like that. So,
yeah.
A person that don't settle, or I guess I would say never settling, a person that's always striving or just always striving. I ain't gonna say a person because what is growth? You know what I mean? So striving for something, always striving for something better, you know, wanting to do more, wanting to expand, you know. Hell, I even look at growth as even like when you like change up like different ways or something, like if you had a way that you always used to do something, but you just so happen to changed up to do it a different way this time, but it still worked out the way that you that it went, even though you switched it up. That's like growth, because you grew to be optimistic. Like you grew to take another route, or you grew to try it another way. You know what I'm saying? So, but that is what I feel as growth is to me, though. I feel like growth can be a lot of things. So rather if it's financial growth, spiritual growth, mental growth, you know, social growth, you know what I'm saying? People could be networking or something like that, you know what I mean? Run into some people, shit like that. You know, just things that, matter of fact, to put a real nail on it, doing the things that you knew that you always wanted to do or always saw yourself doing, and you achieved each and every one of those things. I feel like that is growth as well too. Going after the stuff that you knew for a fact that you really wanted. Like not letting nothing stop you from getting what you want. You know what I'm saying? Not even saying like, and when I say letting stuff stop you, I'm saying stuff like, you know, you meet a guy, or this guy or this girl meet this girl meet a guy, or this guy meet a girl, and it just happened to fall in love to the point where you like you kind of put what you kind of already had going before you met this guy a little bit behind, because you want to kind of focus on what you got going on here type of time. But if you focus on that first and still kind of bring this person along with you, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's growth. You know what I'm saying? That's because you bringing something along with you that you really want, but you staying focused on this right here. That's growth, because naturally you will fall for that and kind of leave that over there just sitting naturally, because we're more attacked to love. We're more prone to react to things that make us feel loved or loving and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like that's like if a girl seen you some hard eyes, you down there picking up the phone. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody seen you some shit like, or just a regular text message, you just, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's natural almost. But I mean, not for everybody though. But I just feel like it's kind of natural like that. So, but growth, spiritual growth, financial growth, emotional growth, social growth, mental growth, it can be a lot of things. Just as long as you feel like you're elevating in your life, you know what I mean? You're not backtracking. But yeah, that's pretty much my take on growth.
Okay. Well, my take on growth. Yeah, like you said, growth can be anything, but how I'm gonna look at growth, I'm gonna mainly look at growth in a mental type of way, as far as learning from past decisions, learning from past mistakes. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I feel like, you know, sometimes we can't even really call them mistakes. We just got to call them decisions, based on the impact of your decision to you or to others will depend on how you move accordingly. If a lot of times, if it didn't have the impact that you wanted it to have, you got something to learn from. You know a way of how to move the next time around, because the way you did it didn't work. Mm-hmm. So from the result of it, you learn that, okay, it didn't work this way, but it worked that way. Or it's a good chance it's going to work that way. But I know this way is growth, knowing that this way will not work. So I got to move on to the next thing, or I got to try something else, or I got to figure out something else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's one way. Mainly, yeah, learning from the things that you endure, encounter, experience. You just trying to learn from everything. You're learning from every experience, especially the ones that you've never encountered before. Mm-hmm. A lot of bad decisions, like financial decisions. Hell, you learn, you grow right after you make a decision. A lot of times you grow right there.
True.
If you make a foolish decision, you like, damn, I hate I did that shit. And you know why you hate you did that shit. Yeah. You know of the effects that your decision is going to cause. So next time you going to move better. Mm-hmm. You done became a better person just like that.
Just like that.
you come back around the next time and you do it the right way, and it has a better impact and a better resolution for your life. So, you know, and also an example, that's just like being in a toxic relationship. You'll never grow. You're being around somebody that you know is draining your energy. You want it to work so bad, but it's not going nowhere. You're just trying to hold so much into it. You'll never grow. You'll never be able to grow past what you're involved in.
Right.
You're gonna be stuck in that, trying to fix something that can't be fixed, and you'll never grow from it. You'll never be in a better position to be treated better, to be understood, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Growth just applies to so much other shit other than the physical. We're gonna grow automatically, physically.
True.
But it's all about the mental capacity. It's all about the growth there. Because it's a lot of people that's like 40, 50, 60 years old and childish as fuck.
Yeah.
Childish. It was no growth there. It was no mental development. So, yeah, to me, yeah, growth definitely plays a part in the decisions you make. And if you never learn from the decisions that you make, you won't grow.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna be in a cycle.
Maturity.
Yeah, you're just gonna continue to be in a cycle. That's just like a lot of us. And a lot of times we choose not to grow because it's something new, it's something different. A lot of things that we don't want to grow from, we're comfortable in it.
Yep.
We're accustomed to it, and we don't want to leave it. That applies to so much other shit in life. You feel me? It's some things that we just so comfortable with. We wouldn't dare grow from it. We wouldn't even know that we would need to grow from it because it's not beneficial for us. But because we have the enjoyment in it and we want to stay in that enjoyment, that we ain't even looking at the bigger picture of how it affects us. So
Because they love it so much.
you love something. That's like being in a toxic relationship. You being with a girl or a guy that got some good dick or some good pussy, and the sex so good.
Yeah.
But y'all have horrible communication skills. No one is being understood. It's arguing and all of that shit. In order for y'all to get right back on the same path again, y'all gotta have sex.
Yep.
That's the only way. And the only way that y'all are getting anywhere with sex is that y'all physically making each other feel good.
That's it.
That's it. But nobody is mentally having that conversation to, like, you can really get satisfaction out of understanding.
True.
You can get true satisfaction out of having an understanding with your partner, especially when y'all not on the same page. But y'all able to come on, y'all able to come on one accord about things. That shit feels so good.
Hell yeah. That shit down there like a turn on.
Yeah, that's just like when you going through something in a relationship or with somebody you're dealing with. Before the makeup sex come, it's a must that you have that conversation. It's a must that you have that conversation about what the issue is about. You lay everything out on the table and you discuss it. And then when you start to discuss it, I think it goes into when you know that the other person is willing to understand you and not judge you, it make things a whole lot better.
Right.
Now y'all both are in a position to understand each other's perspective.
And not judge each other.
Yeah, so now y'all looking at it like, damn, okay, now that we understand each other, let's come to a common ground. So now that we've come to a common ground, damn, we've made peace.
Yeah.
Damn.
I wish I would have just came to you a long time ago.
Yeah,
If I would have known that, I would have been came to you.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna be feeling like this.
Yeah.
You feel me? And a lot of times that be stopping us because we be scared.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, what the hell we scared for? We scared because we don't feel like the other person's gonna understand us. But if you're dealing with somebody that's an understanding person, even if you're uncomfortable, you still gonna be comfortable with being open with them.
Because they willing to understand.
You know they willing to understand.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's basically my whole take on growth, man. Just everybody, you just learn from what you go through.
Oh, good.
Living and learning.
So, what do you guys take on growth? You know what I'm saying? How do you guys feel about growth? Leave all of those comments in the comment section down below. And up next, we're going to be jumping into the bright side. So you guys stay tuned and we'll be right back after this. All right, man, and we are back once again. And up next, we got the bright side. So, bright side question for today. It's your 21st birthday. your mom decides to come and tell you that you are adopted. Shows you your paperwork, everything. And she also tell you that your parents are actually still alive. How do you look on the bright side of things?
It's your 21st birthday. You were told that you were adopted and your parents still alive. That's a good bit of bright sides. For one, you're adopted. That's a good bright side. Because you could have easily just been in the system and nobody would have took you in. So, and another bright side is you were taken by a family that seems to be in better position than your parents were. That's why that's why you were taken away from your parents. Another bright side, your parents are alive. So being that you are at an older and more mature age, you can actually sit down and have a conversation with your parents as to what happened when you were younger. And it's your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my bright side on that.
My bright side there is definitely the fact that at least your parents are still alive and they are out there. I feel like another good bright side is the fact that well, I would think that if you made it to your 21st birthday, and your adopted parents were still around, I would think that they were some loving parents. Mm-hmm. I would think that you probably was taken in by a very loving family. You know what I mean? They probably loved you a lot. You know what I mean? It's your 21st birthday, and they told you something like that. So, like you said, it's your birthday. So, and you're mature enough to be able to find your parents or to even go talk to your adopted parents and try to get a story. You know, that way you could try to figure out your life, figure out how your life led all the way up to this moment here today for you to get this, because it's definitely a reason that your adopted parents just told you that that you are adopted right now. So, and it could just be them okay, I think it's time for us to just go ahead and let them know. We gotta keep it real with them. We gotta let them know he adopted. Or it could just be the point where they just feel like, hey, this is something that you need to know and we want to tell you because we feel like at this moment that you can handle this now. You know what I mean? But, I guess it just play out on both sides. But, yeah, that's definitely your bright sides there. Pretty much following behind you. Your parents still alive. You were adopted by a loving family. It's your birthday. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for real. So, anything else you want to add on that?
What the hell this one? Nope, man. I'm pretty much good on that. Let me see. Yeah, those bright sides. Yeah, it's your birthday. You know your parents. You're old enough. You know your parents are alive. That's a great thing. You have great adopted parents because, it's a good chance you were taken away at a younger age and you're 21 years old now. Because you would have knew you were adopted if you were older and got adopted.
Yeah.
You would have knew that. So you would have had to been a baby and they had to have you all the way ever since you can remember. So, yeah.
All good. So, what are you guys' bright sides on that, man? It's your 21st birthday, and your adopted parents come and give you the paperwork to let you know that you have been adopted. But your parents are still alive. How would you guys look on the bright side of that? Leave all of those comments in the comment section down below. And man, once again, that was another episode. Very good, very soothing. We had some good topics there. Topic number 2 is definitely a juicy one now.
Yeah, all long with it. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that loan and money shit get real.
God, I was waiting on that one.
That's been one that been sitting in the cup. Look, that bitch been burning in the cup for real. But once again, man, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in, man, and listen to the sound of my voice. Once again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to South With It ENT because we will be dropping episodes each and every Friday, all at 5 p.m. So, and also, if you want to catch it, make sure you hit that bell so you can get a notification each time we go up.
This is the one and only members only.
And this is your boy Breaking News. And this is So Soft With It Podcast.